Hey guys, so I'm back again, and as I told you guys that I was gonna do a part 2 on my take on the whole meta nation and pedophile and all the stuff that's been going on over the internet with the masses and these so-called conscious people. First off, I'm gonna start off by saying this.
I got Zachary.
Zach, sit back and put your seatbelt on. Don't play with me. I'm gonna start off by saying this, like I was saying in my previous video, words are very powerful. These so-called conscious people say that they're conscious when they have no regards of the words that come out their mouth. It's like they don't have filters. It's like they say things and then have to go back and correct themselves, go back and change something, go back. How can you say that you have knowledge of self if you don't have knowledge of what thy say? And if you don't stay firm on what thy say? You cannot have knowledge of self if you don't know what you're saying. If you don't know what you say could come back and bite you in the ass. If you got to go back and say, oh, well, I didn't mean it this way, or I didn't say it this way, or this is what I actually meant, you guys took it wrong, this and that. It should never be that if you had knowledge of self, because having knowledge of self is knowing when to say and when to not, when to do and when to not. For me, that's knowledge of self. So let's just put that out there and clear the air with that right there, because a lot of these conscious people is acting like they so awakened and so aware with everything that's going on, but they're not aware of what they saying. They always have to come back and correct themselves. They always have to come back and make an excuse about something, or say, oh no, this wasn't that and that wasn't this. That's the only thing, and I guess that's what a lot of the feminists is trying to get out. They trying to get out the fact that, our so-called leaders, or these so-called men that's supposed to be leading these organizations and supposed to be getting our black people out of captivity, is basically failing us. They basically causing more harm, doing more damage than good. I'm not understanding, because it's too much what's the word I'm looking for? It's too much controversy within the, if I even pronounce or worded it right, within the conscious community. Like, it's too much division, within the conscious awakened, community. It's just like, it's just like these people say they awakening, that they conscious and that they aware, but they not. It's to me not being shown. It's like, I'm so sorry, guys. I got interrupted, but I guess I'm gonna have to probably cut this one a little short. Hopefully everything got out that I needed to get out. Kind of lost train of thought with that phone call, but yeah, guys, it's just, we gotta do a little better. That's all. With this whole conscious thing, I think the main problem is, they have to be a little bit more conscious of what they put out here on this internet. Be cautious of what you say. Words are very powerful. Don't just go out here spitting information or spitting something that you're going to have to dispute later, that you're going to have to come back and say, oh, I didn't mean it this way, or that wasn't what, I agree with what a lot of the people is trying to tell him, like, just leave it alone, because you making it more work. You making it worse by trying to come back and say, oh, I didn't mean it this way, y'all took it wrong, or this and that. You know what your video meant. If it was taken out of contrast, that's on them. More publicity for you. But I understand that there's some very, very horrible allegations to kind of, just sweep under the rug, when somebody's saying some shit like that. That's why I say, if you call yourself conscious and awakened and you're aware and you have self-knowledge, then your knowledge should have told yourself that you don't need to be putting no shit like that out in the forefront, knowing how society judge. worded the way it needed to be worded. If you would have worded that a lot different, nobody probably would have took it the way they took it. But of course, granted, we live in a society where people don't take that shit just how you put it, and the way you put it was a little bit foul, so all in all, I don't think he meant no harm. I don't think Melanation is pedophiles. I don't think they out here seeking to fuck with little kids, because like Fairy clearly said, and like Pocahontas clearly said, there's no kids here but Pocahontas. There was none. Nobody. That's I remember when he first came about, they were saying he didn't want kids there for whatever particular reason. So if he was a pedophile, wouldn't you think he liked to have these little kids around at all times? Come on, people, make it make sense now. But like I said, we all get it. People gonna voice their opinions. People gonna have shit to say. It's a part of life, unfortunately. But I'm gonna kind of end this right here, and I'm gonna come back and say a few things a little bit later. So y'all just stay focused, stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. Yeah. Till then, my little duos, holla back.